The last few weeks I've been shooting with the Fujifilm GFX 100S2 and really enjoying the X-Pan 64x24 crop mode. In fact, I was going to make a whole video about just that mode. But while scripting that video, I ended up thinking a lot about what features all cameras should have, but most cameras don't have. So let's dive into some features I think all cameras should have. Starting off with the 64x24 native in-camera crop. I've absolutely loved shooting with this mode on the GFX 100S2. The X-Pan camera that this crop is based off of is one of the most sought after cameras because of the unique cinematic feel it gives. So why not bring this unique look to other cameras? Sure, you can just crop it in post, but that's not the same. Being able to see this aspect ratio in camera really makes for a much more unique shooting experience and made it much easier to take advantage of this wide aspect ratio. With manufacturers putting higher and higher megapixels in their cameras, the cameras are more than capable of handling this crop natively while still retaining a lot of detail. I hope companies learn from Fuji and Lumix, who both have these crop modes natively in their cameras, and we'll see them come to more manufacturers in the future. Another important thing I'd like to see camera companies do is better app support. Our phones are so powerful. We can use them to edit 4K video, edit photos, organize files, and share to social media. This would all be a faster process if manufacturers spent more time developing their apps. Looking at reviews of some of the major camera manufacturers' apps is pretty sad. Having good app support helps everyone from beginners to pros, and I think the company that creates a fully developed functional app that connects with their cameras will see a lot of support from users. I've used apps from Fuji, Lumix, and Sony, and none of them have really been a great experience. I love the ability to transfer photos from my camera to my phone super quickly through an app, but I wish the apps worked better so we could take advantage of it more. I think many photographers, including myself, would take huge advantage of this feature if it worked better. Next up, film simulations and recipes. They're obviously a super hot topic right now, and everyone seems to want them, but manufacturers have been slow to catch on. As a daily user of recipes, I've seen how beneficial they can be and how creative they can make you. And I'm not the only one. There's plenty of sites and Facebook groups that are dedicated to recipes and film simulations, but not enough cameras support them. Fuji, Lumix, and Ricoh are really the only choices that you have when it comes to getting a camera with recipes. While they're great systems, they also all have limitations. I'd love to see more companies push the idea of film simulations and recipes further. Not only do I think they're fun to use, but I think they encourage new people to pick up a camera, and at a time when people think they can shoot with their phones, getting cameras into more people's hands is always a good thing. Last on my list of features that camera companies should add is actually more of a series of features that I think go together. These include things like in-camera high-resolution stacking, HDR merging, electronic NDs like Olympus has, in-camera focus stacking, and more. Cameras have insane processing power now, and manufacturers should be taking advantage of this to enhance features like these. Many cameras have similar features, but they're half-baked and not polished. Sometimes you have to go to an external app. I think if companies take the time to perfect these modes, people would use them much more and enjoy them. The problem is, they're so half-baked, no one wants to use them. These don't need to be full AI features, and I don't want them to be, but features like the ones I mentioned would be super useful for many photographers of all different levels. I think these are all features that'll push the camera industry forward, and I'd really love to see more of them in future cameras. I'd love to hear what modes you think should be included in future cameras, so let me know what your ideas are below. The more we talk about things like this and share things like this, the more likely it is that a camera company's gonna see what we want and hear us as a community of photographers and videographers and creatives. But for now, go and create some content. Thanks for watching.